Are we about to have another major bank failure? Find out on this edition of the Video Market Update. So we've seen a mini banking crisis emerge this year with the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank in San Francisco and Signature Bank in New York. But at the same time, there was a third bank causing concern, which was First Republic, also headquartered in San Francisco. First Republic has grown to service high net worth individuals. What's the concern? As all of the uncertainty has unfolded around the banking industry, a lot of high net worth individuals have been recognizing that if their accounts are only insured up to a certain point by the FDIC, they need to move their deposits. So they've been moving them out, mostly to big banks like, Chase Bank, Bank of America, and so forth. They've been buying money market mutual funds and CDs, or in some cases just taking it out and holding on to the cash. The problem for First Republic is they loaned out more money than they actually had in reserve. So when people come and ask for their money, they may not have it. And we've seen about 40% of deposits leave First Republic just in the last few weeks. It was such a concern in the banking industry that some of these other large banks like JP Morgan, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs gave a $30 billion infusion of cash to First Republic to try to prop it up. Well, the scuttlebutt earlier this week was that the federal government was going to take First Republic over and essentially seize the bank. When news of that happened, the stock slid. Well, today, it sounds like, and the rumor is that the federal government is not going to step in and take over First Republic. And now we've seen the stock just today drop somewhere between 25 and 30%. To give a little context, when it IPO'd in 1986, so its initial public offering, somewhat 30-something years earlier, it IPO'd at $10 per share. Today, as of this recording, the stock is trading somewhere in the $5 to $6 range. In fact, the stock of First Republic is down 95% for the year. So there's certainly concern that if the federal government doesn't step in, what will happen to the depositors? I think a lot of people have left, and that's created, again, another hole. Now, there has been a precedent set that the federal government, or the FDIC, is going to insure all deposits. We know that's not sustainable. So is this the first bank where the FDIC is going to put their foot down and say our limit is our limit and we don't go above that? Or will they capitulate and say, oh, well, we did it for everybody else, I guess we'll do it for you? Only time will tell. Why it's not as grave a concern as it may feel is because this is a bank we already knew was struggling. It will be different and more worrisome if a bank that we haven't recognized as having issues and cracks, if they emerge and say, uh-oh, we need help too. Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank, and now First Republic, these are banks that we've known have had struggles for some time. The question comes of what happens to it, what happens to the depositors, and is there something on the horizon with another bank we don't know? If we do and we hear more, we will let you know. If you have questions on this video or anything you're seeing in the news or in the markets, let me know. If not, I hope you make it a great week.